It's absolutely disgusting that you act like his sister when you're not even blood related. I'm cutting ties with outsiders, and don't you dare come to the wedding.
What a thing to say on the eve of the wedding. Lena, I'm honestly confused right now. Where exactly did you hear that my brother and I aren't blood related?
Michael just told me that you two have no blood connection. This is absolutely unbelievable. How dare you deceive me all this time?
Wait, deceive you? We haven't deceived anyone about anything. No matter what you say, my brother and I are siblings. That's never been a secret. I understand that some people value blood relations above all else, so I don't intend to deny your values or judge you for them. But there are other forms of family that aren't just based on blood relations. Surely you can understand that.
No, that's impossible. Family means blood. That's what makes people actually related.
Why do you deny it so completely? You're being so absolute about this.
Because I grew up in foster care too.
What? You did? I had no idea. Michael never mentioned that.
My parents' divorce caused some issues, so it was just temporary due to our family circumstances. But I still haven't forgotten those memories, suddenly locked in the same room with complete strangers as children, while adults smiled and tried to please us. There wasn't a single person I could trust. Everyone was fake. So strangers becoming family is impossible. I never found anyone I could call family in that place. It was all pretend. Adults forcing kids to play house.
That must have been a really painful experience for you. I can understand why someone with that background would especially value blood relations. But please, I'm begging you to stop denying my relationship with my brother. I understand you might not be able to accept it based on your experiences, but...
Huh? That makes no sense. It's seriously disgusting. Acting like family when you're strangers, showing up like you own the place. How can you even do that? Don't you have any shame? Any self-awareness? It's beyond shameless. You're morally bankrupt.
You don't need to go that far. I'm not trying to own anything. I'm just trying to support my brother on his wedding day.
And Michael's just as bad, letting some stranger sit in the family section. Having an outsider taking up space at my precious ceremony is absolutely unbearable, disgusting. This is supposed to be the most important day of my life. I'm physically repulsed by you, so please, please don't come to the ceremony. If you show up, I'll sue you.
Our parents have already passed away, so I'm my brother's only family member. Are you really okay with not having me there? You'll be completely alone in the family section.
Stop acting like family. I think I'm actually going to be sick. You're making me feel nauseous just thinking about it. He doesn't need fake family when he's getting real family. Me.
You've been pretty hostile toward me for months now, but you seem to get along well with my brother. I thought if he was happy, I could endure whatever treatment you gave me, but this is too much. Fine, have it your way. I won't attend the ceremony, and I'm leaving the venue right now.
Really? You're really leaving?
I said I'm leaving. Give me a few minutes to gather my things.
Yes! Thank goodness. I couldn't stand having an outsider in the family section. Get lost, you delusional fake sister!
Maya, where are you now? Let's take some photos while we have the chance. You got all dressed up for this. You look beautiful in that dress.
Sorry, Michael. I'm not at the venue anymore.
What? Why? Did you forget something?
No, it's at Lena's request.
Lena's? What do you mean? What kind of request?
Actually.
What the hell? Lena said all that to you?
Yeah, she's never shown me such clear malice before, but now I realize it was building up. She's been making snide comments, tripping me up, and doing various other passive-aggressive things to me for months. I think since I was the only family member, she was trying to establish dominance over me. She wanted to make sure I knew my place in the hierarchy she was creating.
Why didn't you tell me about this? I had no idea she was treating you badly. I feel like such an idiot. How did I miss all of this?
You and Lena seemed to be getting along well, didn't you? You were so happy with her. I wasn't planning to force a relationship with her anyway, and I figured after you got married, I could just avoid seeing Lena. I thought I could handle a little hostility if it meant you could be happy.
But still, I'm sorry. I should have noticed. I should have protected you. I can't believe Lena would say such cruel things. This isn't the person I thought I was marrying.
Did you know Lena had been in foster care?
Actually, I just heard about it from her mother a moment ago. She said Lena had lived away from home for a while due to family circumstances. Lena seemed sensitive about it, so I talked about our family situation again. I never imagined it would lead to this explosion. I was trying to be understanding and share our own experiences.
Michael, what are you going to do now? The guests are already arriving. This is your wedding day. I don't want my absence to ruin everything for you.
Honestly, I don't understand Lena's true feelings anymore. She said she loved me, but at the same time treated my sister like an outsider, like you were some kind of threat. How can someone claim to love me while rejecting the most important person in my life? I want to know her real feelings. Maya, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but could you come back here? I need to confront her about this, and I think she needs to face what she's done.
All right, but I'll hide in a back room so I won't be seen by the guests.
You really left, right? You're not sitting somewhere in the venue? I can't relax until I know for sure you're gone.
I'm not there. I'm devastated that I can't see my brother's big day, and you're just adding insult to injury by checking up on me. Do you have any idea how much this hurts?
But you're such a shameless person who was going to impersonate family and sit in the family section. Even after all this, you might still show up and sit there like you belong.
You really say whatever you want, don't you? Just to confirm, you really don't want me to participate in any way?
You're so persistent. I'm not talking about anything complicated here. Why can't you understand? No outsiders at my wedding. How much clearer can I be? Never come back, outsider.
The person you're calling an outsider is legally the sister of your husband. Well, whatever. As you said, crazy people can't be reasoned with. So please, experience firsthand what happens when you tell family members not to come to a wedding.
Huh? What are you talking about? I never told family not to come. Outsiders should just go home. Only family is welcome. Michael, why did you do that? You made me sound like the villain. That's horrible. The whole atmosphere at the venue is ruined. What are you going to do about this?
The villain? I just told the truth, that you shut Maya out. I explained exactly what happened. How is that making you sound like anything other than what you are?
It's weird that you even mentioned it. Why couldn't you just make up an excuse? You could have said she was sick or had an emergency.
The family section was empty, so the guests were surprised and asking questions. My guests know Maya well, so everyone was worried something had happened to her. As the host, it's natural to explain to the guests when they're concerned about a family member's absence.
Well, that's true, but I didn't say anything wrong. I just said outsiders shouldn't sit in the family section. That's weird, isn't it? That's where family sits. Anyone would agree with me on that basic principle.
That's right, it's where family sits. And Maya sitting there wouldn't be wrong, because Maya is my sister. She belongs in that section more than anyone. Everyone knows that. That's why they noticed Maya wasn't there. Everyone thinks it's natural for Maya to sit there.
What? So you're saying it's normal for invited guests to casually sit in the family section?
That's completely different. Why would Maya be grouped with friends?
Because she's an outsider with no blood relation. It's the same thing.
She's not an outsider. I've told you countless times. Maya is my sister. I understand you might not be able to accept family that isn't blood related due to your own experiences. But that doesn't give you the right to deny my relationship with Maya. You hurt my sister without a second thought. I never thought you were that kind of person. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disgusted by your behavior.
Why are you saying that? Wait, Michael, you're acting strange. This is weird. You're supposed to be on my side. We're getting married. Why are you taking her side over mine?
I'm not taking sides. I'm standing up for what's right. You'll soon realize that you're the one saying strange things.
It's your fault that everyone criticized me. The wedding atmosphere is ruined. Everything's a mess. What have you done? Today was supposed to be the precious day Michael and I became family.
My fault? How could I, not being at the venue, ruin the ceremony's atmosphere? This isn't magic. I can't control people's reactions from miles away.
You spread stories making me look bad before leaving the venue. That's the only explanation. You must have told people lies about me to make them turn against me. There's no other way everyone would suddenly hate me.
That's a terrible accusation. You told me to leave and I left immediately, as requested. Besides, I wouldn't tell the guests about this. Everyone came to celebrate you two. I wouldn't want to ruin that atmosphere, unlike some people.
Then why am I being criticized? Why is everyone looking at me like that?
It's because you threw your brother's sister out of the venue, isn't it? You said people without blood relations are outsiders, and that's not entirely wrong, but the fact that I'm my brother's sister is undeniable to everyone who knows us. The proof is that the guests wondered why the sister wasn't there, right? Did anyone ask about friend Maya or guest Maya? Did anyone wonder where that girl Michael knows was?
They didn't, but that doesn't mean anything. They just don't understand the real situation.
Of course not. I hear many of the guests are mutual acquaintances of you and my brother. Since my brother introduces me as his sister, I am undoubtedly his sister, at least to my brother, myself, and the guests. Do you understand? You threw family out of the wedding. Isn't it natural to get criticism for such outrageous behavior?
This is all a scheme. You kept quiet about not being blood related and continued pretending to be his sister. It's manipulation. You tricked everyone into thinking you're real family. Family without blood relations is impossible. It's all fake.
I've repeatedly said that family isn't just about blood relations. And if family is only about blood, then you and my brother have no blood relation either, so you're outsiders to each other according to your own logic. Yet you just said today was the day you and Michael became family. What's your take on that?
What? Well, that's...
According to your logic, the only valid family structure in the world would be parent-child relationships, because married couples have no blood relation. You can deny my relationship with my brother if you want, but you should understand something. You're also denying your relationship with my brother, the very concept of marriage itself.
Michael, please help me. My parents and relatives are furious, and there's no reasoning with them. Dad's outside the dressing room screaming, "I never raised such a shameless daughter." It's terrible.
I can hear that shouting from the main hall. Your parents are very mature people. They wanted to scold you immediately for your outrageous behavior, but they held back because there were guests.
I shouldn't have fled to the dressing room. I thought my parents would be on my side. They're supposed to support me no matter what. I'm their daughter.
Don't you understand why everyone's so angry? What you did is like telling someone's parents they're disowned and throwing them out of the venue. How could you think you wouldn't get in trouble for that? Did you really think people would just accept you rejecting my family?
But she's not really your sister. You're not blood related.
Enough! Blood relation isn't everything. How can you say such horrible things? Don't you realize you've been hurting me this whole time? I told you I was adopted, right? How could you forget something so important?
Huh? Adopted? Did we talk about that?
When you were surprised that you didn't know Maya and I weren't blood related, I thought you'd misunderstood that we were adopted together. But you actually forgot such an important conversation about my life.
When did you tell me? I don't remember at all.
When we visited my parents' grave together, that important day when I introduced you to them. I told you I was adopted and that my parents were my adoptive parents. Maya is their daughter, and I have no blood relation to any of my family members.
Really? I had no idea. I'm sorry. I didn't know about those circumstances.
Didn't know? I told you clearly that I was adopted, but I'm truly their son. That's why I introduced you at my deceased parents' grave. That's why it was such an important moment for me. I was sharing my deepest truth with you. Being adopted isn't trivial. I could understand if you forgot for that reason, but you prioritize blood relations above all else, remember? That's why you casually mistreated Maya, right? So how could you forget something as important as me being adopted? If blood relations matter so much to you, wouldn't my adoption status be the most crucial thing to remember?
Well,
There are two possibilities here. Either you're not actually obsessed with blood relations and only brought it up to mistreat Maya, or you didn't care about me at all, not enough to remember the most important facts about my life.
No, you're important to me. You're the most important person in my life. I love you more than anything.
Right, that's why you apologized to me honestly just now. So that means you brought up blood relations just to hurt Maya, calling her an outsider and saying terrible things. That's despicable. Neither Maya nor I are bothered by not being blood related. We've never hidden it or been ashamed of it. But that doesn't mean we think it's such a light topic that we can laugh off others' cruel comments about it. You hurt my family deliberately. I can't forgive someone like that.
Wait, Michael, let's talk about this. Please, Michael. We can work through this.
You should be talking to your parents, not me. You've kept them waiting long enough. Come out of that dressing room already and face what you've done. And learn exactly how outrageous your behavior was. Learn what it means to reject family at a wedding.
What a huge commotion this has become. I can't see everything from the dressing room, but I can hear the shouting from multiple directions.
That's her father. He's a serious, strict man, so he can't forgive what happened today.
That's her father. He's a serious, strict man, so he can't forgive what happened today.
He said he wants to apologize to you properly later. He's mortified by his daughter's behavior.
He doesn't need to worry about that. None of this is their fault. But what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna handle this properly. Half measures aren't good for anyone.
Please reconsider breaking off our engagement, Michael. Please. I won't be mean to Maya anymore, and I'll stay away from her.
This isn't about that level of issue. This isn't something an apology can fix. I don't want to call someone family who won't welcome my sister into the family. And you've been hurting not just my sister, but me too this entire time. Every cruel word to her was a cruel word to me. I can't forgive you for denying my relationship with my deceased parents and my sister. I refuse to become family with you. I'm breaking off our engagement. Your parents have already agreed, and they're saying they'll pay damages for what happened today. They understand the gravity of what you've done, even if you don't.
Damages? Why? What damages?
For the emotional distress you caused me. Many of your comments were unforgivable. Blood relation or not, there's no excuse for hurting someone the way you hurt Maya. You failed to understand that, and that's your fault, not mine.
You're hiding in Michael's dressing room, aren't you? Please convince everyone. If you say you were actually at the venue, it won't become such a big deal, right? We can say there was a misunderstanding, that I was just stressed.
Even if I came back, it wouldn't erase what you did. This is the consequence of your own actions. You reap what you sow.
Please work something out.
I can't. Besides, you disowned me, didn't you? That means we're truly strangers now. I'm someone you don't know. There's no reason for me to help a stranger who treated me so cruelly.
Don't say that. I'm sorry. I apologize, so please forgive me.
An apology won't make this forgivable.
Huh? But people forgive each other all the time.
I endured your harassment because you and my brother seemed happy together. I thought I could tolerate a little cruelty for my brother's sake, but you deeply hurt my brother. If this marriage would make my brother happy, I'd gladly celebrate it, but you denied what my brother holds dear. And you think you can just muddy your own parents' reputation and have an apology fix everything? That's unforgivable.
But I love him. That's true. That part was never fake. Please, if you approve of the marriage, there might still be hope.
Still trying to marry my brother at this point? You're incredible. If you truly loved him, you'd reflect on how deeply you hurt him and step aside, wouldn't you? You'd want what's best for him, not what's convenient for you. I absolutely will not approve of your marriage to him. Because my brother is my only family, wishing for family's happiness is normal, isn't it?
What about me, then? Being left at the altar will make me a laughingstock. I'll never find anyone better than Michael. He was perfect.
I don't care. If you thought he was such a good person, how could you casually hurt his family? Everything you're saying is contradictory and untrustworthy. But you're right about one thing. I should head to the venue soon.
Really?
Yes, as his sister, I'm going to properly declare in front of the relatives that I cannot approve of your marriage. I'm going to make sure everyone understands exactly what kind of person you are.
Wait, please, don't do that. That will ruin everything. My reputation, my family's reputation.
This should satisfy you, right? After all, I'm only doing exactly what you asked for.
Maya, thank you for today. Sorry for making you wait in the dressing room all this time.
It's fine. I wanted to make that declaration myself at the end. So what happens now?
Lena's parents took her home and we'll discuss the rest later. I honestly don't want to take damages, but they insist on paying as part of taking responsibility. They say it's the only way they can begin to restore their family's honor after what she did. So I might accept it. It would cover the wedding costs at least.
I think Lena needs to lose something to properly reflect on her actions. Some people only learn when there are real consequences.
Ugh, I could cry at how poor my judgment was. You noticed early on, but I didn't. They say love is blind, but why didn't I see it? How did I miss all the signs?
It's because Lena liked you.
Huh?
Because she liked you, she acted like the type of woman you'd be attracted to when she was with you. That's all. I don't think that's necessarily bad. Everyone puts their best foot forward in relationships. Everyone's afraid to show their true selves to others. That's human nature. The problem was staying the type of person who would cause a breakup when the truth came out. Lena might have had chances to change, to grow, to become more accepting, but she didn't take them.
Maya, you're very calm about this. More calm than I expected.
Am I? Well, I just don't want to see my brother depressed over someone who wasn't worth it. You're a kind person, Michael, so you'll definitely find someone good. So, don't rush into marriage next time.
So you noticed that too. I guess I was pretty obvious about feeling left behind.
I could tell you were anxious about everyone around you getting married, but now you understand, right? Rushing doesn't lead to anything good. Whether family or romantic partners, you need to slowly build relationships where you care for each other. Lena, who was forcibly sent back to her parents' home, is now being strictly disciplined by them and is undergoing bridal training to reform her character. She's made to do all the household chores from early morning and can't even go out without her parents' permission. Given her outrageous behavior, it will be quite some time before her parents forgive her and allow her to go on dates. By then, her success rate in matchmaking will drop significantly, making it even harder for her to leave that house. Meanwhile, my brother and I went to visit our parents' grave. Seeing my brother apologize to our parents about what happened, I was reminded once again that he truly is our parent's son. Well, I pray that he'll find someone who can make him happy in the future. For now, I plan to support him so his emotional wounds can heal quickly.